Thank you for tuning into our podcast. We are coming to you from Chicopee, Massachusetts. I am your host, Gary, and joining me is Holyoke's very own local historian and creator of the historical tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Como. And he offers both public and private tours, as well as presentations of the local canal systems, reservoirs, cemeteries, and churches, as well as various parks and streets in Holyoke, South Hadley, and Chicopee, Mass. And you actually lead these tours and give these presentations yourself, is that correct?
Yes, in 3 different communities at this point.
And so today he'll be educating us on the Hahn Warner Arboretum. And what is the trail system like in the Hahn Warner Arboretum Conservation Land?
Alright, this one does have a trail map, and the trail is very simple. You can get right into the Michael E. Smith Middle School parking lot and walk up towards follow the fence along the edge of the property towards the right and get it right in there. So there is a trail system, but you don't need the trail map because it's very simple. It just goes up towards the trees. And then each of the trees is marked as to what kind of tree it is in Latin and English. So you can, at that point, see exactly what you're dealing with. Now, when you go in there, it is property of the Conservation Commission, but the parking lot is a parking lot of the public school. So you can only go in off school hours, weekends, or after school. So try to remember that.
Now, what is the major reason this Hahn Warner Conservation Land exists?
Okay, this arboretum exists because an arboretum is a place that you want to grow different kinds of trees in order to explore the scientific property of those trees and to have people enjoy the tree life. So arboretum is a place with lots of trees growing. And you can do scientific studies here. So the students does the middle school can go up there and study the tree life. And also it is conservation land. So the Conservation Commission was granted this land a few years back off of the arboretum that was there and planted by Mr. Hahn, a science teacher in the middle school. And if you go up there, you can enjoy these trees. Most of the trees are only about 20 to 30 years old, and so you can see them in the early stages of their life. And you can also see that they do plant new ones. I think they plant one tree a year or so.
And so quickly, before we continue with the rest of our interview, just to fill our listeners in, if you want to find out more information or sign up for any of his various tours, you can check out his website at holyokecanaltour.org. And there he has both videos of the various stops along each tour and also past and present photos of the historical sites throughout as well. And if you are interested in setting up a private tour, you can email him directly at bobcat4214 capital B at yahoo.com, and they are perfect for fun and educational outdoor activities for the whole family or for your group parties, especially those special occasions and get-togethers. And they are also good just for getting outdoors for the day. So, getting back to our interview, give us some of the formal details about the Hahn Warner Conservation Land.
Okay, it's about 6 acres, and it belongs to the Conservation Commission. The land to the north of it, if you walk toward the edge, contains a stony brook, and it's starting to go down fast. And you see a little apartment complex and retail complex. There used to be a mill. And of course, the middle school is right behind you, and students go up there. Some of the science classes go up there and they learn about this. Now, again, I told you formally that you can enter these grounds anytime you want to, since it belongs to the Conservation Commission. But the public parking is a middle school parking, so only during off hours can you really park there and go in. Now, there are 30 trees there, and it's been in existence 53 years, so about every year or every 2 years, they plant a new tree up there. And it deserves to have more trees. They're quite spaced out at this point. And so they should expand upon this and get in. They have a great variety of trees, but of course, they don't have many exotic ones, and maybe at some point they should get that.
And what can be done to improve this conservation land?
Okay, maybe improve the signage on the trees, explain each kind of tree. What you could do in place of that is bring your cell phone out, and when you see the name of the tree, you can type it in. and you can get properties about the trees. But some signs about the relationships between the trees might be great for the general public because it's hard to understand scientifically a lot of these trees properties. Now another thing, they should start to plant more trees. There's 6 acres but only 30 trees. There's much more room for trees to go up there, and they should either get donations of trees and plant them in there, or they should buy more trees. And the more variety of trees, the more trees you have, the more interaction between the trees, the more likely you'll become a great arboretum. Every town in Massachusetts should have an arboretum. This is one of the few around, but it needs to be expanded upon. And even the trail system might be a little bit better marked out, so exactly where to go, so it encourages people to go up there a lot. Thank you.
And thank you, Robert, for educating us on your tours. And we want to thank our listeners for tuning in. You can also tune in to a large selection of our other podcasts and much more at his website. Again, at toyocanaltour.org. And again, you can email him directly for private tours or to inquire about anything else at bobcat4214 at yahoo.com. And be sure to keep an eye out for his upcoming 2024 season tours and more as they become available. Thank you for tuning in.